Back on base, Loftus from Akron, Ohio, looks at photographs of the girl he wants to marry after he goes home in a few months. When I ask him about a fellow soldier killed last week, it's clear how deeply these troops feel about the growing casualties here.
Right now, I'm kind of numb to it. Like, to be honest, I just don't really feel much. I pray for his family. I pray for his soul that, I try not to think about it. Because when you think about it, then I get like this. And it's not, I don't... yeah. So, yeah, everyone deals with it their own way. I try to hide it. I try not to think about it because I got to stay 100%. I got to keep a good example in front of the other soldiers. I'm sorry.
But when the base was attacked yesterday, emotions are put aside. Loftus fires away on a machine gun, side by side with his unit, still in the fight.
Sal Giunta, who's now serving at a U.S. base in Italy, is not yet able to reconcile their losses with becoming an American hero.
I'm not at peace with that at all. And coming and talking about it and people wanting to shake my hand because of it, it hurts me because it's not what I want. And to be with so many people doing so much stuff and then to be singled out and put forward. I mean, everyone did something. Okay, someone wrote this about this, and then someone else approved it, and the story was told, and then handshakes were made, and then sooner or later, I'm talking to the President of the United States. I don't see how that happened.
Like it or not, Sal Giunta is now part of an elite fraternity. There are only 86 Medal of Honor recipients alive today.
Why do we have to have such a loss? Our soldiers are working hard over there. I don't care whose war this is. I don't care why they're there. Whether we're there for a righteous cause, or whether we're there to make some rich jerks even richer. Bottom line is that our troops are out there in some of the worst conditions. I should know because I've been there. Situations are grim. The fighting conditions are hard, and the territory is unknown. The desert can be very unforgiving. The troops signed up to protect their country, to protect their beliefs. But I don't feel they signed up for this. They had no clue that someday they'd be fighting in this kind of a condition, in these territories thousands of miles away from home where I fought when I was a kid. How many more hundreds have to lose their lives? How many more losses do we have to have before we finally get it? How many more families have to bear the pain of losing their loved ones in desolate desert lands thousands of miles away? How many more brothers have to fall? Sometimes things could be good though. Sometimes, very few times, our troops get to see the actual point of why they're there. When the universe decides to do something nice and to show them the fruits of their hard work over there. After all of us soldiers in the world have the same thing in common. We want to have something to hold and something to hang on to, a dream, a fantasy, where everyone can live in peace, and that we have compassion towards all mankind, and that as soldiers all around the world, as veterans, we all agree that the one thing we don't ever want to go back to is the experience we've been through.